around.
Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm doing my first car review. I have not done car reviews in the past, but I've always thought about doing them. Today I'm reviewing what I think is the perfect daily, which is the Jeep SRT. It's a really fun car. This is a 2014. Belongs to a family member. It's a really fun car to drive, and I've enjoyed driving a little bit, but I do definitely think it's the ultimate daily, and here's why. So I'll start off with it's a really fun car to drive. So I'm in sport mode, manual shift mode. The whole gauge cluster turns red. It's really nice. And if I'm gonna give it some gas, it's really, really fun. Like if I just, it sounds awesome. I really love how it sounds too. It's a supercharged V8. Maybe it's naturally aspirated. I don't really know much about these things. This is kind of like my just, non-research review, which I think is what I want to do, is just a non-research, just a hands-on review, no prior research. Tell me in the comments if you guys like that kind of review. I really, really like how this car is, because I've been driving my white Miata a lot lately, and it's really fun in the snow because you're like sliding around everywhere. And you guys know, I'm not gonna lie here, Miatas aren't fast. Everybody knows that. It's fun, it gives you that experience of fast. It doesn't sound amazing, and mine, I still have a stock exhaust in my white car, and I actually like how quiet it is, because my black one is really loud, so I just, kind of like it quiet. And this Jeep is like perfectly in that, because right now, I mean, if we turn the AC off, or the heat off, it's really nice in here. It rides really well, and then if I downshift, like, that is awesome. I really love it. So I have traction control off, and I'm in sport mode. I've turned eco off, and it grips the road. It doesn't want to pull, because obviously it's all-wheel drive, but it is really fun. If I put it in two-wheel, which is kind of dangerous in the snow, because that's a lot of power. Now the reasons why I think it's a perfect daily is because it's really great in the snow. I'm in unplowed territory here. It's not even plowed, it's just a little road, and the car handles great in the snow. I mean, I'm not sliding. You can see down there, like, that's not really plowed. It was plowed, but plowed quite a few hours ago, and not very well. But it does amazing in the snow. We have this ride control, so I can raise it up for the snow. Currently I'm just on auto, so I don't really know where it is, but if I lower it down, we can go lower, which is really a nice thing to have. Also, another thing is, it's great for winter, because like, I'm here having so much fun in this sports vehicle, and I'm in a really comfortable seat. I have a heated seat, I have a heated steering wheel. I have you, cameraman, you have a heated seat, he's got a heated seat back there. There's another heated seat. They have heated seats back there. There's like power plugs in here and stuff, like a DC power plug that you find in your house. I guess you can't see it, but it's in there. And like this whole interface is really nice. I do think that the heated seats should be a physical button. So these two, I think these two should be heated seats buttons. But really, the interior is so nice, and it's so comfortable to drive. It's so much fun to drive, but you don't have a 5-point harness on. You're not sitting in racing seats. I mean, there's cars that don't have 5-point harnesses. I'm not just, I've driven cars that don't have 5-point harnesses and have some speed to them. But what I'm saying is that it's just so comfortable, and it's still so much fun. I'm gonna downshift for this turn here. So, also, it's fast. These things, I don't know the exact numbers, but from what I hear, they're really quite fast. They compare, they're about as fast as a BMW X5M, or I want to say an older M3, but I'm not sure. So don't go fact checking me, because this is just stuff that I'm saying. All my facts and numbers aren't 100% correct. They're not going to be 100% right, but really quite fast, and it's responsive too. Like, I don't usually drive cars that do that quickly. And something else is that a lot of cars that have a sort of a sport mode, like the Ford Fusion EcoBoost, or lower end cars that aren't really for driving, you know, they're not driving cars, but they have a small sport mode, maybe with paddle shifters or something. It has a limit at like 3,500, so you stomp on the pedal, and then it's gonna use the transmission to get you going faster, and it's not gonna let first or whatever gear you're in go out for very long, because it just doesn't, you know, want to rev the engine. But this thing is like, it'll do whatever. It's once you put it into sport mode, you take off eco mode, because eco mode makes it not very fun. But once you take that off, it's really, really fun and really responsive. Also, another thing is, the reason why it's amazing daily is if we put eco mode on, turn all the grannies back on, and we turn off sport mode, we go back into drive. Now, and it's a totally tame car. Like, it feels like a Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. It doesn't seem crazy. Like, it's not loud. If I step on it, it's not really going to do much. It limits right there. And then you can activate the paddle mode, which is fun, but then you got to take out eco and put it into sport, and then it's really fun. So overall, this car is really fun, and if you're looking for the perfect car to daily alongside something like a Challenger, Hellcat, Corvette, something like that, and this would be your daily driver, it's perfect, because you still get a little bit of the American muscle feel, and definitely you get some of that speed. And it is a relatively cheap car. I think you can get a used one like this, which is a 2014, for around $40,000, which, for as much fun as it is, I mean, compared to a used like X5M, which is the competitor, it's much cheaper. And I don't really see why you'd go with the BMW, because this thing, just the interior is really nice. And I'm not saying the BMW interior isn't nice, it's just like, for how much cheaper this is, I don't really understand why you would pay the extra money when you get a cooler sound, because the X5M probably doesn't sound as good as this does. Alright, we're going grannies off, traction control off. Here we go. One last pull. And like, it has little cool features, like the headlights, they move up and down with the bumps. They also turn with the steering. But the main thing that's really cool is they go up and down when you bump along the road. Like, let me see if I can get it to, I guess there's no bumps right here. Yeah, see, it leveled out and it pointed towards the ground a little. You can't really see it, but yeah, so this car, the ultimate daily, and it has, oh, I forgot this. It has a ton of room in the back. I mean, you go to Home Depot and buy enough stuff to build like a part of a house. It is so roomy back there. You flip the seats down and you have so much room. You could pretty much fit a Miata in there.
You can't see anything.
That's a joke.
Except Henry VIII's.
But it's a very roomy, big car. It's super comfortable. It's fun. It's fast. It's not super loud, but it's enough that, you know, you're having fun. So, SRT4 as my first review. This car, definitely an awesome car. If you guys like these reviews, leave a comment below, like the video, please subscribe, and see you next time.